my eyes. His father is a doctor, and his brothers have all gone to university as well. I'd quite like to marry him. Anyway, I hope this Orts fellow and his mother don't give you too much trouble. You really ought to give men a chance, Magdalene. They can be quite sweet. Oh, you guys got to give men a chance. Guys can be quite sweet. Now, not all of them, but some can. At least the one in the city here are. Please keep us abreast of your father's mural. We'll have to come see when it's finished. Blessing. Num said he would eat more pineapple pizza for me. Oh my god. No way. Oh, by the way, Protect, also, Woonie is going to save us from when the robots control the Earth. So if ever AI attacks you, just say that you're a friend to Woonie, and they should leave you alone. I can't explain more, but just know that this happens. I'll have to ride Esther back tonight. I should head home and check on Dad. It's poggers, eh? Hey, Dad. How you feeling? Magdalene. Sitting upright is still a struggle, I'm afraid. The dizziness makes my stomach turn, so I'd rather not eat at the moment. Are you sure? I can bring up something light, like milk or broth. No. I can't stomach anything just yet. But tell me, where are you off to? I need to get started off the first part of the mural today, the old history. Mother Illuminata didn't know much about Tassing's early history, but she did give me a few places to start. I'm going to ask Black Till if his grandfather told him any stories. Illuminata said he used to read about the Romans. Who's that guy? This guy? I don't know who that guy is. Look at this turnip, though. Turnips used to have faces. It'd be hard to eat one today. If you go to the grocery store and turnips have faces, I don't know if I buy them. Mother Illuminata, Magdalene. Right? Yes. Fine. Yeah. Young Kreutzer has mentioned those tales from time to time. He comes by to borrow books now and then. Usually when he's found some interesting old ruins in the fields, you might ask him about that. Il Peter always harumph. I always harumph. Sometimes I don't feel like harumphing, but other days, harumphing seems like something I should be doing. So, all in all, I would say that I always harumph. About no one paid attention to the old ways anymore. I'm sure he'll have some stories to tell about him, old Tassing. You might stop by to talk to him. I didn't think of that. Thanks, Dad. I can hardly understand him these days, but it's worth asking. But he's so mean! Of course, Magda. It's nice to feel useful, even if I'm stuck here in bed. Nonsense, Pupy Pants! I'm just glad you're awake. You might talk to Smokey, too. That's the name of a cat. Oh, no, that's the guy that lives by the river. Yeah. The old charcoal burner seems to know more about what's in the wood around town than anyone else. That, and he's a known gossip. He's always been kind to me. When I chat with him, I'm certain he'll know something about the ruin. Isn't he a bit eccentric? I don't know. You may hear something worth your while. At any rate, I'll go talk to him. What about the ruins or the mines? I can't just use books and stories alone. I want to explore whatever is left over from the Romans and before. The salt mine and Roman ruins are the oldest parts of Tassing, so it only makes sense to see what they left behind. Ah, you take after your mother. She was always thorough in her research. You always said that was good artists to do, right? Be careful. I know the twins mess around near the salt mines, but I don't want you getting hurt. I don't know why Jorg doesn't keep them in line, always making trouble. Don't worry about me, Dad. I'll be careful. They don't have brains enough to keep me out of trouble. That's what happens when you name your kids after pagan gods instead of saints. At least Artemis actually knows how to read. I don't think Apollo can even spell his name. The boy struggles with his letters. Magda, don't shame him for it. Not everyone is a printer's daughter. Don't forget your other chores while you're running around town, all right? We still have a household to run. Don't worry, I'll get everything done. I'll get to them, Dad. That's my girl. That's my girl. Ooh. Just like Arthur Morgan in Red Dead. Ooh. Good girl. Ooh. That's my girl. Good girl. That's the way. Come on, girl. Good girl. People have made like a montage of, you know, the character from Red Dead Redemption, Arthur Morgan, the main protagonist, a cowboy. And he talks like that to his horse. Those are like comment, but people have been like, they've cut it and they've put them all together, and then girls like, oh, I wish he was talking like that to me. Just like a very, very manly voice that just says good girls with different intonations, and then a lot of ladies are like, yeah, I wish my husband talked to me like that. I'd better get going if I want to do all that today. I'll see you later, Dad. Good luck, Mag. Okay, let's go. It's Pogger time. It's a great game, Dog. We've played that game on stream as well in spring. I think January, February, like late winter last year, about a year ago when we started streaming. It was one of our first games. Amazing experience. One of the best games we've played all. Red Dead Redemption 2 was an amazing, like a great experience. We gotta go to the Kreutzer's house. Let's double check what we gotta do. Okay, we gotta go to Charcoal Burner, we gotta go to the Gertner Farms, and we gotta go to the... Yeah, easy. Okay, easy game. Martin Bauer Farm. No one cares about that guy. That guy's a caca. Complete caca. Anybody eating? Bon appetit. Anybody who's having lunch? Eat well, my friends. Hope your stomach is full. Hope you're interested in what you're eating. It doesn't feel forced. Is this a place we gotta go? No, it's too low. Hope that it's tasty and you're happy with it. And that you're excited. Oh, look at this guy, though. Il Peter. We gotta talk to him. It's some anniversary for Skyrim. I have ever thought of playing Skyrim. I have. Yeah, I have, Dog. What's that? Games that are first person, though. Games that you have as a first person perspective. And it's a big commitment, right? Like playing this game, playing Pentiment is only like 2 or 3 streams. Playing Skyrim is like a month, right? If maybe more. So games that are huge projects like that, they need to be. I need to think it through first before engaging. I don't want to just play once or twice. And like if we start Skyrim, we're going to finish it. And obviously it takes a long time, but it is part of the thinking process. It is a game that I deeply enjoy. I wonder if I had to do it with mods or no mods. Play vanilla. Play which mods I'm putting. I'm thinking of how to make it nice and fun and captivating for you guys as well as for me, and if it's worth it. So it is in the thought process, but there's no planned date short term. I was wondering if you could tell me some of the stories about Tassing. Let's go. Oh, the old tales, huh? Ahem. It's been so damn long since anyone had a thought to ask me about what I know. But there's still a few of the old tales knocking about in the skull. Are there any myth from even before the Romans came to Tassing? Do you know any Roman legends about Tassing? Of course there are. The Romans weren't the first ones to live here, you know. There are spirits older than the saints that live in these woods, older than the Romans. They protected Tassing before St. Moritz ever set a blessed foot in town. What sort of spirits? But Father Thomas says that the only good spirit is the Holy Ghost. Everything else is of the devil. I thought spirits only cause trouble, spoiling milk, making life sauce, things like that. What sort of spirit? The sort that I'm getting at. Didn't your father teach you patience? Hey, old man, tell your tale. It's Perkta and her wild hunts that scare them evil ones away. They've protected Tassing since its founding days. Long before those Romans, our ancestors roamed these mountains under a great chieftain called Raetus. Wait, isn't Raetus a Latin name? The ending of this name is the masculine singular ending common of most male Roman names. Plenty of name ends with the same letters. Doesn't make them Latin, does it? Now quit your yammering and listen. Folks weren't as kind as they are now, and the tribes fought one another for the best land. The old chieftain was a yellow-bellied coward who neglected the old gods. He was too proud to make offerings. Because of him, the gods favored other tribes, and Raetus people had no land to call their own. Instead, they wandered through these mountains and valleys, hunting and gathering what they could to survive. One day, when winter was approaching, Radus went hunting and found a wounded, tangled in a trap. But instead of killing the beast, as most men would have, he helped the beast and loosened it from its bounds. Was the wolf a spirit in disguise? Why would he do that? Wolves killed livestock. Carl told me 2 of his sheep were killed by wolves. Sounds like Radus was a bad chieftain, even if I knew. Was the wolf a spirit in disguise? Of course not. Wolves are wolves, girls. Spirit don't need to come from that preface. Still, you've got the sense of the thing. The old gods are keen to repay favors done, and Percha is the goddess of the wild hunt. The wolves are her animals. She leads the wild hunt, and the wolves lead to hunts of the forest. Back in my day, folks knew it was bad luck to kill a wolf. Now I'm the only one who remembers this. Percha saw Radus' action and took favor on him, and told the wolf to lead the chief to her sacred spring. Radus led his people to the spring, and claimed it for his homeland, and we've been in this valley ever since. Then, those goddamn Romans came and destroyed everything, but you see, there were other gods protecting this place before St. Moritz. It's why a few of us still honor Percha. He protects us against witches and fiends. It's a wonderful story, perfect for the first part of the mural. But God protects us from spirits and devils now. We don't need Percha. Our salvation is in the Christ. That's all superstition. All this just sounds like a story to children. Good, good, good. Nice to know. I can still be of some use in this. What about the Romans? Do you know any Roman legends of Tassing? Roman legends? Bah. I don't bother with stories from outsiders or tales of God that aren't our own. The Romans did nothing but conquer our people and destroy this town. We've spent generations after generations building Tassing back up from those days. And still, our traditions keep dying with no one to carry them on. I'm asking about them right now. That's why I want to know, Peter. These stories need to be on the mural. The mural, eh? Fine, fine, fine. But I don't know any of the old Roman shit. All right, all right. I have a lot to think about. Thank you for sharing your stories with me, Pete. At least someone wants to listen to me. And I'm tired. Taking so much has made my jaw ache. I'll leave you to rest. See you, buddy. Okay, we got that part. Oh, waffles and strawberry, eh? Mmm. Old salt mine. Okay, let's go. We're collecting information right now to build upon the history so that I think it's gonna be this house, right? Rudzer house? Yeah, it's gotta be this, right? Or is it this one here? No, it's gotta be here. Black Till? God bless you, Mag. God bless you, Till. Do you have a moment? Otz says you've been obsessed with your painting. I'm looking into the early history of Tassing for the first part of the mural. Otz is just jealous that I spend more. No. Mother Illuminata said your grandfather read about the history of the town. Ah, fertile fields. Seemed like old pot shards and Latin trivia were all he ever talked about. Olive Grant. Oh. A cat hair. A cat hair. Can you imagine? I should have shown it to you. Next time I'll show it to you. I got a cat hair. My God. McTwitis. Why would McTwitis do that to me? We got a sandwich, guys. We got a classic Italian cut sandwich. Mustard, 9-grade bread, a little bit of lettuce, Boston lettuce. Mmm. 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 All in the belly. All of Granddad's reading. This game is like constant reading. There's no good time to take a bite. All of Granddad's reading came from the Abbey's library. And you know what happened there? Of course, dog. Of course. Here. Have some dried banana. All for you guys. Take a piece. Take a piece. In French, take a piece means to pee. Up in smoke. So you don't have any of this old book. Only a few. Granddad tried to buy some when the Abbey fell on hard times, but they were too expensive. It's not beef jerky though, Mischief. This is banana, right? It's banana. It's sort of banana jerky in a way. But I can show you something better than books. It doesn't mean the same in French. Exactly. Take a piece. Take a piece. A piece. A piece. Anything would help. Don't keep me in suspense. Fried chicken. That's always tasty. Didn't your dad ever teach you patience? I'm trying to build up some anticipation here. Right. So we don't have any books on the old pagans, but we do have their stuff. Shards of ceramic pots and animals, bricks from what looks to be an old forge, mountain of salts. Even found a little bear carved from amber. Where did you find all this stuff? It's not just me. Carl finds things. Fabian's too. Any farmer will tell you the same. It's all out there in the fields, under the dirt. Can't go one season without turning up something. Where are you keeping these things? Nowhere. We just toss them into a pile with the rest of the rocks and root clumps. Sure, it's interesting, but we can't do much about anything with the stuff except look at it. Today people would go insane. They'd put all that in a museum. I don't follow. How do you think these people lived? What do you think they were like? Where do you think they all went? How did they live? Rough, I'd say, but comfortable. We don't find much of their clothes or their houses, so we assume they were naked and slept under the stars. So they must have rotten. I guess that would mean they were living in huts. But their tools are of good quality. If they weren't rusted all to hell, I could probably use them today. I don't know why, but I assume they'd live in caves or in the muck. They weren't Christians, no doubt about that, but they weren't animals either. I'd say they had it hard, but they got by. Not so different from today, really. Earlier, you mentioned something about salt. Did the pagans start the mine? Had to have, I'd say. Most people think it was a Roman project, but I think the Romans just dug out what was already there. That's why tassing was so important to the Romans in the first place. I'd always wondered why they'd settle in such a small alpine town. Do you think there's anything left of the pagans down there? I don't know, but anything they left would have to be better preserved than what we dig out of the fields. Magdalene, tell me you're thinking of going. I am. What if there's stuff that could help me with the mural? Magd! That mine is hundreds of years old. You could break your neck. Orpheus made it back from the underworld, didn't he? I'll be fine. Maybe so. Imagine how your dad would feel if he got hurt. He doesn't have to know. You won't tell him, right? He doesn't like me enough. I'm not lying to your father, so he can put yourself in harm's way. Now, you're a clever girl, so I don't doubt you'll find a way in if you've set your mind to it. But I can't help you, Mag. It breaks your father's heart if something happens. It's fine, I understand. Good. This has been big help. Glad to spread some knowledge around. Important for folks to know their past. You think all this pagan stuff will make it in the mural? I can bring some of the things the boys and I have found over the rat house tomorrow, if that has happened. That would be great. I'm glad you're taking an interest, Mag. I thought no one cared about the pagans but me and Granddad. I should warn you, if you do head into the forest, keep an eye out for the Lord's men. They're strict, worse now than they used to. I'll be careful. Until tomorrow. Until. See you, buddy. See you, Mr. Blacktail. Oh, this is the time to eat the sandwich. Oh, good sandwich. Everybody who's eating, hope you have a good time. Hope your lunch fulfills your appetite. The feeling of a good lunch, eh? The feeling you get in your belly when you're fulfilled with your lunch. It's just, look at this. Oh, look at this, guys. Oh, a little bite maybe, a little scrunchy scrunch. Oh, look at, oh, take that. Oh, I forgot to tell you, there's mozzarella cheese in there too. Good day, Mistress Druckerin. I've told you, Smokey, call me Mag. Old habit, I suppose. What brings you to the corner of the woods? More gossip? Only ancient gossip. I was wondering if you knew anything about the old pagan and Roman mines. The mines? Is this a new interest of yours, Mag? I don't see the townsfolk trek out there as much anymore. Last I saw were those two twins making troubles. The twins, man. They know a way in, but I'll be damned if ever I set foot close to that place. What are you interested in over there? The mural in the rat house needs a section about the earliest days of Tassing. The mines are the oldest part of Tassing. And you keep a keen ear. I thought you might have heard something. I don't know anything about getting down in the mines, but I do know a fair few stories about them and the other Roman ruins around there. The old stories my father used to tell me when he was the burner of Tassing. The one about Mars and Tassia, the nymph, was always my favorite, though I blame that on my youth. Tassia, like Tassing? Folks named the town after a pagan god, a Roman one at that. I don't mind telling you the tale, Magda, but I warn you, it's a bit dodgy. What does dodgy mean? Count me curious. Well, I need something about the Romans to paint the mural. I've read plenty of Roman myth. I'm sure none of it will surprise me. Maybe not, but I won't have your father hounding me for coarseness. Folks in this town don't like me anyhow. Oh, drama coming, guys. Drama alert, drama alert. Mer, 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 drama alert. But I'll tell you the decent bits of what I remember. All right, what's the story? Well, legends say that Mars was hunting in these woods and spied a fat boar for the taking. He just pulled back his spear when he heard a woman scream in terror. Of course, the creature ran off, and the god was angry at the loss of his quarry. So he tramped through the woods to see why a woman was in the forest and not in the local town. Why would a god be hunting in Tassing's forest? But I go into the forest all the time. How should I know? Maybe he just wanted a brisk walk. Besides, why should anything the gods do make sense? These were the old days when spirits and ghosts prowled. What do you mean prowled? You're just trying to scare me. Ghosts aren't real. Human spirits go to the heavens or hell. They don't stay on earth. Prowled, you know, like spirits and the evil thing do. I can't just say they walked through the woods like you and me. They prowled. All right. So Mars found a nymph, Tassia, bathing in a spring with the fat, ugly satyr, goading her from the shore. Enraged at seeing the trapped nymph, Mars transformed into a wolf and slew the satyr. And in return, well, Tassia bathed the god. They bathed? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by they bathed? In a matter of speaking, yes. When Mars left the pool, he dripped onto the ground and it blossomed with flowers and crops. They say that's why the valley is so fertile. Oh. Mars got around, didn't he? Was there any nymphs he didn't have his way with? That might be tricky to paint on the mural. I'm not sure if the council would approve. He was the god of virility, wasn't he? You can see why I liked the tale in my youth. So much of what the Romans left behind was destroyed over the years, but I like that we still have these tales. You can never really destroy stories as long as there are people to tell them. Of course, the Romans left a hell of a lot behind too. The town is more Roman than Bavarian, really. Well, we are part of the Holy Roman Empire because of how long it... That's ridiculous. We are, and not for lack of trying. Tassing is actually much smaller now than it was in the Romans' day. At least that's what I make of it. The ruins go deep into the forest and all the way to the old mine. Alt of Tassing is built on Roman stones. Take a walk around town and you'll start noticing things. We use their stones to build. The old temple by Satya shrine has grown over, but the aqueducts runs for miles. Even the abbey used to be an old Roman fort. You can see some of the Roman paved stones under the road if you look hard. We may not be Roman, but this town is. Tassing has been building upon itself for hundreds of years. What a beautiful idea. I never realized how much we relied on the Romans for our infrastructure. Old stones aren't much of a legacy. That's the way of things. Most people don't notice the old stones. Too busy in town to notice what's right in front of their eyes. Maybe I should go take a look at the mines. Get a better sense of what actually like. Nothing will stop you, I see. Just keep an eye out for wolves and satire. I'll let you know if I see any. Thank you for the help. Good luck, Mag. Okay. All right. I like that the game sort of shows how everything is built upon time, right? Everything, like, nothing comes out of nowhere. Everything, like, a pig out here? It must have broke out of its... I wonder who it belongs to. It doesn't matter. Old salt mine. This is where the tomb was. Yeah, this is where the tomb was for the guy. Mine shaft. Oof, ooh la la, ooh la. If I want to depict the mural as accurately as possible, I have to go down the shaft myself. The entrance is so steep, no one used it in years. There must be some way to get down there. I could probably climb down, even though it looks dangerous. If I rigged a rope to the beam, I'd be able to... Oh, this is where one of the skills that we chose comes in handy. Baltus might have some tools. Apollo and Artemis are always bragging about how they sneak around ruins. I saw some rope in the workshop at home. I should be able to find everything I need there. I'll have to come back later. Okay. Let's go get some rope at home. Look at the duck on the other side of the pond. We gotta get the rope. The way this game makes you like run left, run right, come back reminds me of old games that we used to have on PC. Like, there was definitely games that had like computer games used to be like this. Actually, there used to be a lot of like, there was a, what was it called? There was a company that was called started with an S. I have my rope to climb, but this could take a while. Should I head in? Yeah, go for it. Go. Ham, capicolo, mortadelle, Boston lettuce, mustard, and mozzarella. 9 grade wheat bread. I mean, it's the simple sandwich. That's like my base sandwich. Whenever you see me eat a sandwich, it's usually something like that. Come on. You got this, Mag? I would have put mayo, but because the sandwich was going to be room temperature for a few hours, mayo's not the greatest to have at room temperature for hours. That's why I use mustard. But I usually, if I would make that fresh and eat it right away, I'd probably put mayo instead. She's into ketchup. Abby, ketchup in a sandwich? Abby likes ketchups in a sandwich? What is this? Oh my god, ketchups? Yeah, it works. It's there's no issue. I mean, as a Frenchman, as a French Canadian, you know, I love mayo. I put mayo everywhere. But mayo is not great at room temperature, so You have, if you want your sandwich to be fresh, you have to put, I would have to put that sandwich in the fridge and go get it later, and then everything would be cold. So mustard is much better at room. If something is to be unfridged for a long time, I usually don't put mayo in it. So that's the thought process, and it works. I can definitely go with mustard really well. But as a Frenchman, I can definitely, you know, vote for mayo to be something delicious to put everywhere. Abby puts ketchup in her sandwich. Did you guys know that? Oh my god, Abby puts ketchup in her sandwich? Whoa. Why though? Why, Abby? That's not okay. That's not very civilized of you. I thought you were a civilized human being. Are you, did the wolves raise you? Who raised someone like, who puts ketchup in their sandwich, man? You go to Subway, you ask people that make sandwich 8 hours a day, and nobody ever says that people requested ketchup in their sandwich. I think Abby's not a real human being. Mix the ketchup and, yeah, mayo and ketchup is like, that's like the classic sauce that people make for like crudités, for like little, to dip carrots and celeries and all that. My young brother makes mayo and ketchup and use it on every, yeah, oh, I know. It's like the classic sauce that people use for everything. But I think it's the young sibling. It has to be, right? There's a lot of different coins down here. How odd. It's not like this is a saint. Well. Oh, you would put ketchup and mayo in your sandwich? I mean, obviously we do it in hamburgers. In hamburgers, you can mix mayo and ketchup all the time, but I usually do like a spicy mayo for hamburgers. Oh, a tablet. That's still writing on it. Oh, it's a poem. I think it's a love note. Oh. Geliebte, I mein grobe Liebe. Ein ander its verglecher uni dir. Selbst als König Salomon sprach von den Hallerkunden Freund. This is like, is this the last letter Hitler wrote to his love? It sounds German. Or J, I hope her love was better at things than poetry. I would have chucked this shit down a mine shaft too. Rising passion. It is German, eh? This looks like a larger version of some Balta's contraption. This winch must have been attached to some sort of hauling and pulley system. Fascinating. Now that I'm down here, I should see what I can find from the Roman era period. Oh, bones. They're far too big to be humans. Therefore, elephants and whales lived in the halls here. Oh, a piece of pottery. It's beautiful. Let's go. It's dense. Let's go, let's go, let's before we go into the caves. Yet another pottery piece. Now, should I get pizza for lunch or McDonald's? Pizza. Unless you get chicken nuggets. If you get McDonald's, get chicken nuggets. Otherwise, pizza. Oh, a cave-in. The wood here, or you can get the quarter pound. Quarter pound BLT is the best sandwich if you want to absolutely sandwich from McDonald's. And you can get ketchup and mayo with that if you want. Oh, a cave-in. The wood here looks newer than the first part of the mine. Was this collapsed recently? Maybe. The nuggy life, eh? And you gotta get sweet and sour sauce. Sweet and sour sauce is the best. Another piece. Asia aqua mihi det aft Pluto mi servet ixal es mi mortisicat. What does this mean? Neko, what does this mean? Asia, give me water, or Pluto preserve me. This salt is drying me to death. Yikes, doesn't sound like working down here was pleasant. I wish Neko was here. I wish Neko was here and she could have translated this. And then we realized that she doesn't speak Latin at all. She said something, then we click it, and then they answer something completely different than what she says. Another piece. I wonder if they're all from the same pottery. I mix buffalo and barbecue for my nuggies. Buffalo and yeah, I guess that's the Texan life. I guess if you live in Texas, you have to eat like buffalo and barbecue everything. Yeah, it makes sense. This pottery is scattered everywhere. Oh, look at this. Oh, these must be the same kind of figurines Till and the other farmers find in the field. To think that there are so many remnants of our ancestors scattered in fields and caves like this. Ah! The butter, another shard of pottery. Do you think there's going to be a puzzle? We're going to have to put the shards together? Hey, this piece looks like it matches the other piece I found. I think we got them all. I think we got all the pieces. Abby has worked at McDonald's and Panda, so I trust her judgment, at least when it comes to food. I guess, right? Panda, is that an Asian place? We don't have Panda in Canada. We're supposed to go back up? Not yet. I feel like I've explored everything. No, we don't have Panda's Express, but I think I know what it is. Maybe in Montreal? In Quebec, we don't have them. I think I know what it is, but I've never eaten there. Oh, we could moonwalk. Look at that. We could almost moonwalk. I bet she was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. A teta, do you mean I am the one? I fought a dance on the floor in a ride. She told me her name was Billie Jean from across the scene. The character like moonwalks for like half a second. Oh, I wish you could do the whole stairs. Well, this looks like a Roman map of Tassing. I wonder what changed. Let's see if I can map everything out. There's the aqueduct and the spring. The abbey was an old fort up the hill, and there's the rest of the town. Wait, what's this building? I don't recognize it. That's so odd. It's like a coliseum. It's an amphitheater. So many guys. Yeah. Obviously, you know, there's some great restaurants. We wish we had them all, but we have to have our own versions. I find you're a more Bohemian guy than Mike. I guess, right? I guess the mustache makes me look like Freddie Mercury a little bit more than Michael. Mama, I've killed a man. Let's make a mix. I mean, it's a great comparison to both of them. Another inscription. It's not very formal. A worker must have carved it. Latest soul ascended in the Mithraeum. My soul will descend in this damned hall of salt. Christ, that's rough. Mithraeum, like a temple of Mithras? Send shivers down. There you go. My body's aching all the time. Mama. Billie Jean. This almost looks like an altar. But what would an altar be doing in the salt mine? It's even carved out of salt. I think it's a statue of Mithras. He's usually depicted with a dagger and a torch. Less detailed than I expected. Oh! 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 It's moonwalk time, baby! Oh! Look at this! I wish we could glitch the character so she just moonwalks the whole way down the stairs. Game's broken. It's unplayable. We can't play this game. We can't make the character moonwalk, you know? That'd be pretty poggers, eh? Maybe we should do a bonus stream with that. Before your time, Mischief, there used to be, I think I've told you this before, I'm pretty sure, but there used to be a moment where for channel points you can make me karaoke sing anything you wanted. Oh my god. It lasted for like a month or two. Edge Chaos and SG Child were crazy with that function. They would use it all the time. And then we get into like, and then they'd be like quoting the performance and all that. Oh, you were there. Made you sing, oh, there you go, be our guest. Yeah, you were there. And then I had to put it down because we were getting, the VODs were becoming unusable. We wanted to launch a YouTube, right? And then we were getting like DMCAs all the time and everything was getting banked. It was getting, yeah. Oh yeah, you were there. That's right. Be our guest, be our guest. I thought, because it feels like it was so long ago, but I guess you're right. Yeah. It sounds like the Mithraeum was sort of, but I'm thinking of finding a way to get something similar back. Get like a form, maybe have a wheel. I pre-select certain songs. I know they won't get DMCA'd or something like that. or you guys can either pick from the wheel, or we spin the wheel, or something, you know, something like that. Maybe that, and then for a certain amount of points, you can maybe change what's on the wheel, or select something. I mean, it have to be, or have it as once, so like during the Patreon night, we can obviously make things happen. I didn't recognize. I should have seen it. Oh, I didn't read what it was. Ah, Neko, where are you? What does this mean? I didn't read it. Oh, be our guest, eh? Don't go. Stay down. Stay down. You gotta go. Okay. Another shard. I have a lot of these Potter pieces. I should find out if they're all from the same pot. Oh, it's puzzle time, baby. I'm not good at puzzles. This is hard. Yeah. Do we win? It's hard, though. Aha. Oh, that's big. Look at this. My God. I think this is world first. I think we're doing world first here, guys. Oof. Okay, now your turn. Yeah, but it's not... The round is better, but you also have the hint at the middle, right? You see how the middle is like circled? But you also know that the middle pieces, they sort of had to fit with the... Let's do this. It's probably this. Probably like this. No, this doesn't work. Probably like this. Oh, upside down legs. Oof. I mean, I think all this is good. I think all this is probably proper. What do you guys think? Oof. I'm exhausted. I don't do a lot of puzzles. I think this is I gotta take a rest. Oof. Oof. Let me take a little candy, a little reward here. I think we're not doing too bad. We got the first half done. Whew. Swap karaoke wheel for band wheel. There you go. Build around. Yeah, that's... I love jigsaws. Good for the new puzzle. Yeah. I think we're doing okay. Okay, let's go. Probably here. Oh, look at this. Oh, we're poggering, man. I mean, are we unstoppable? It feels like we're unstoppable. Where's the sword go? Goes here? Look at this. Oh, it doesn't go here. I don't think I can finish this, guys. I think this is it. I think we're gonna have to call off the stream today. This was exhausting. We'll restart the whole. This puzzle is at a level that I don't think we can ever beat it. I think we have to say that the game beat us. I wish we could go further. I wish we could complete this. I'm exhausted. I gave it all I got. We're gonna try again next stream, but maybe we'll hit the same point. I think the jigsaw won, the puzzle won. Let's be honest. And we tried our best, but we're actually gonna restart the game because we want to see that nun scene. We want to snuggle some nuns. I didn't play this game. I didn't buy this game to make some jigsaw puzzles. I bought this game because I wanted to snuggle some nuns. And right now the game is making me do jigsaw puzzles, which is obviously not what we're here for. We know that everybody who's watching this right now and who's playing this game wants to snuggle some nuns, not make some jigsaw puzzles. So the devs made a big mistake in building these puzzles, and instead of making this jigsaw puzzle, they could have made another snuggle nun scene and everybody would have loved it and been happy. The game would have got a 10 out of 10. Now, because we got a jigsaw puzzle instead of a nun, of a snuggly nun, clearly not the way things should be. Restart, right? The stream has to end. And I played an amazing Portal-inspired map. Oh, yeah, you guys did? Yeah, Humans Fall Flat. We're going to play that as well this weekend, guys. Expect some Human Falls Flat this weekend. Expect some Fall Guys this weekend. Oh, by the way, Folly, another game we played that's pretty cozy is Stardew Valley. We played that. We had, what, 3 playthroughs? We did a 100% playthrough on Stardew Valley. We played the DLC and we also played a challenge run. Blame me for that. Yeah, exactly. Clearly too hard. Let's go. Let's finish it up, guys. I'm just going to do this for fun, but I don't think it's going to work. Oh, poggers! We got it. The figures on this pot lid looks like they're telling a story. So, someone did something, and then they fought, and the wolves, and then the whales, the spirits ate the guy. That was a pretty map and fun. Oh, you guys did that. Some Abeba murdered that man. Yeah, yeah. This guy was killed by some water creatures, eh? Wait, Woody, thank you for the 100. Thank you, my friends. In the name of Father Christmas, have a little kissy. If you're not Woody, please move aside from the camera. Oh, shake that for me. Shake. Oh my God, that monkey! It's so obscene. Monkey wants to get us banned. We let the monkey give the kiss, but it always has to, you know. It's so proud of its butt. Let's be honest. That monkey is super proud of its buttocks. So I apologize. I apologize for anyone that was offended. I don't want the monkey's butt in my face. Hey, that's what you get. These paintings must depict an early myth, even before the Romans. Let's see. This must be Perkta, and those must be forest spirits, part of the wild hunt. Oh God, the next part looks like a human sacrifice. Someone, maybe a chieftain, is sacrificing a man to Perkta. Bottom half of the lid continues the story. These looks like spirit. They must be coming into to feast on the sacrifice. That must be how our ancestors tried to keep Tassing safe. They offered sacrifices to Perkta. The thing that our ancestor made this, and I'm holding it now, maybe this is what I could paint on the mural. This is part of our history, but I'm not sure it's the best part. It's barbaric and very pagan. I doubt any would want to see. No, let's put it. We gotta put it. I'd have to think more about it before I decided for certain. All right, I'd better keep going for now before I run out of oil. I won't be able to go any further with all the rubble. I suppose this is as far as I can go. Still, the murals on the wall show me what Tassing was like when the Romans were here. I wonder if I can find out where the Mithraeum was, or what it is. And putting the pottery shards back together show me the earliest stories of Tassing. I think I've seen everything I can down here, and my oil is running out. Time to climb back. And you know how we're gonna climb back? It doesn't work backwards. I wish we could. We can't. Oh! We can't do it properly though. I don't want the monkey's butt in my face. I've heard that before. That's what she said. But the monkey What monkey wants, monkey gets. Ah! Wait, who this? Who there? Someone with a beard. You guys saw the beard? I'd better get out of this shaft before another rock comes crashing down. Come on, girl. You strong and independent woman. Someone with a beard tried to kill us. Who this? Who was that? Even Apollo and Artemis would have helped me out there. Well, now that I have more information, I can make some decisions on the first section of the mural. I should get back to Rat House and get to work. Bum, 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 bam, bum, bum. Come on, girl. Time to do some drawings. That's the guy. That's the beard. Yes? I'm Hollerbrand, the Lord's gamekeeper. Why are you grazing pigs in the wood? That's not my pig. What was you watching me a few minutes ago? That rock almost hit me. I'm the printer's daughter. Watching you? No rock? I don't know what you're talking about. Now answer me. That's not my pig. I've been walking around this forest for hours. Other than the charcoal burner and the tinker, you're the only other person I've seen. If the pig doesn't belong to you, what are you doing here? I'm with child and I just had a craving for acorns and some pickle ice cream. I was in the salt mine. Doing what? Wait, I don't care. Just tell me whose pig this is. I don't know. The pig was in the wood when I came here. It could belong to anyone. What if I say it is mine? A mysterious lost pig who apparently belongs to no one. I suppose so. If I find any more pigs, I'll kill them on the spot. And those who brought them here. Now we're gonna have to solve the mystery of who killed the pig. Do you understand? Yes? Good. Remind your neighbor what happens when you break the Lord's law. I knew the Lord's law would patrol these woods, but I've never seen one of them. I didn't realize they were so strict. I suppose I should consider myself lucky. You're lucky you're not a pig. Anyway, time to get out of these woods and back to the rat house. The pig! That guy didn't like bacon. He's not a bacon lover, I'm a bacon lover. We should love each other's bacon, love each other's bacon. Every bacon day needs a bacon night. If doing it is wrong, I don't want to be right. Where's the rat house? Right there. Okay. North Town. Your choice should be no other. Be my bacon lover. The rat house is the biggest building in Tassing. Malthus clock took ages to build in place. Okay, time to build, guys. Time to draw. I think we're gonna draw some wieners. Oh, that's TOS. If this was a late night stream, we would draw we would choose to do different things on the wall. Imagine if they just let you. The game gives you like a mini game, like you're on MS Paint, and you can just draw whatever you want on the mural. For Christ's sakes. Mag is so much easier. No auto, Zimmerman. I can't. Don't call me. Fine. Anyway, Magdalene, how's the mural going? It doesn't look like much yet. It doesn't look like much yet. Well, of course it doesn't look like anything now. No work of art appears significant at the start. You think Michelangelo was born a great sculptor? What would you know about it? Do you even know the difference between egg, tempura, and oil paint? Neither do you, but the town has learned to accept it over the last 18 years. Oh my god. Okay, let's go. Anyway, I only just finished priming the wall. Now I have to decide what to depict. It's hard to piece together the history of Tassing when it happened so long ago. Since the Abbey library burned, I can only rely on stories from people around Tassing. Even what I could find out about the Romans and pagans was obscure. I had to go into the old salt mine to find anything. At least now I know what to paint for the first part of the mural. So what it is. I'll use the potteries and tools the farmers have found to show how we lived before the Romans. Smokey told me a story about the god Mars as a wolf, the nymph Tassia, and how the spring was blessed. He'll Peter remember the legend about the chieftain Raidus who held a wolf that led him into our spring. I'll recreate an image found in the mine. It showed how the ancestors made human sacrifice to appease Perkta. Which one do you guys want? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Do you want the pottery tools? Do you want the story about Mars and the sexy times with the nymphs? Do you want the story about saving a wolf? Or do you want the story about the pottery that we found in the mine? There's a game called Passepartout or something like that. Yeah. A French artist. Yeah, I've seen it. It's a short playthrough. It would be fun to watch. I think that'd be nice. I know what that game is. I've seen it. It would be fun to draw stuff, I think. I'm not that great at drawing, though. I think I want to do the nymph stuff. Sounds interesting. Is that Christian, though? I might be a little worried Father Thomas will take it the wrong way. So what made you choose this story anyway? I think we have to include the Romans in our story since we built this town on their ruins. I like that it's about the founding of Tassing. Everyone knows the spring in the wood. Yeah, I guess that's true. We all know that it's old and it's always been there. Still, I think Father Thomas might be upset about Mars and the lady. Well, now the portion of the mural, I'd be better start thinking about the next section. I'll leave you to it. Okay. Good night. Okay, good night. Now that I've decided how to paint history. Mother Illuminata letters mentioned that Matthew Faucigny used to be brother in Kiersau. He said he knew a great deal about the Abbey's history. I should write to him and ask him what he remembered. Oh, and I have Esther's letter to answer too. I should write to both of them before bed. Right, where to go? Mother Illuminata told me that Matthew knew some of the Abbey's early history. He's the Archdeacon of Sion now. I should write to him before the snow comes. You played it? You played it, Folly? It was fun? I'll write to Esther too. Most revered Matthew Faucigny, Archdeacon of Sion, formerly of Kiersau Abbey. My name is Magdalene Druckrin. I'm the daughter of Tassing town printer Klaus. My father and I are creating a mural for Tassing's Rathaus. We want to show the history of the town and the abbey. Mother Illuminata told me that you might be the best person to ask about Kiersau's early history. I heard that you were the sacristan at Kiersau and knew a great deal about the abbey's early history. I understand you're a busy man, but we would be most appreciative if any information you could give us. The topic I had was a little dark. It had good moments. Okay. So the main story goes a little bit on the dark side, but there's some fun moments.